Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today, wherever you are in the world when you're watching? A huge shout out to you. I wanted to look at Taurus for the month of March. Let's see what's happening for Taurus. This is for your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon. If your moon is in Taurus, this reading might resonate. It's a general reading though, so if it does, I'm more than happy to help, and I hope that you're getting something out of the reading. If it doesn't, move on, come back to it later on in the month. But let's draw some overarching messages for Taurus. I'm using my own Revealing Light Oracle, and I'm then moving to the Wheel of the Year Tarot, which is quite an earthy type of deck, which I don't use very often, but I thought it appropriate for today's reading. So let's take a look at Taurus. I'm looking for some overarching energies for the month of March 2021. Overarching messages for Taurus, please, from Spirit. Overarching messages for Taurus for March 2021. Perspective. Put your focus on your inner reality to avoid living in someone else's. And this is a Mars. I think Mars was in Taurus toward the end of February and early March. And I think Mars is moving out of Taurus after, I think, this week. Anyway, this is energy around the solar plexus. It's like you need to learn your own lessons, and you will be resistant to anyone else telling you this is what they learned. The need is to put your focus on your inner perspective, because your focus is being distorted by the outer. So you need to go to the inner to get the perspective that you need on a situation. Could also be that you're letting outward events or blowing outward events out of proportion, and coming back to the inner you will help in this regard. It could be focus and clarity are needed, and you'll find that within, not without. So again, putting yourself on in your own landscape and not living in others' idea of what you should be doing is the message of this reading, or of this card today. Foundational work, Virgo. If something is out of balance, go back to the start and start again. So this is really consistent with that message about living and focusing on your own inner reality to avoid living in someone else's. I do feel that you're resisting that, and it's almost like if you're not putting your focus on your own inner reality, you've actually got to go back to the foundation. You've got foundational work to do, because if the foundations aren't strong, this is around the base chakra, which is, around our security in this world. If your foundations aren't strong, things just come tumbling down. So there's a need to go to the detail. There's a need to go within and examine in great detail why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And we've got divine connection, which is Venus energy, and it's around connecting with spirit. So you're not alone, and you will see signs that you've got help, and those signs can be in others. So when you're focused on your inner reality and you've got that clarity, you can hear the divinity in yourself and the divinity in others. Okay, let's see what's at the base of the pack. Motivation, yeah. You're not feeling like you can do it, really. This is Saturn energy. It's like you feel like you have to do it, but you are really struggling to do it. And this is the hardest part of the climb for you, is before the summit. Now, I know you'll keep going, because that's what Taurus does. Taurus is determined, Taurus is resilient, but you need to look at where stubbornness becomes an obstacle to your own progress. Okay, deep messages there for Taurus. Let's drill down on them with the Wheel of the Year Tarot and see what messages are coming up for Taurus in March. Issues, challenges, opportunities. We often focus on the issues and challenges, and we don't focus enough on the opportunities. So let's see what this reading will bring forward. What are the opportunities, the issues, the challenges coming up for Taurus in the month of March 2021? There's something around time for you, and time carries a portal. It's like a portal to the past, to the present, to the future. It's like something in time, and I'm seeing that Pluto energy as well. Have a look, if you're into astrology, where your Pluto is in your chart, because I'm just getting that image of Pluto. And, you know, Pluto helps us in our shadow areas. Pluto is the planet of the soul. And what, you know, examining what it is, what are our polarities as well, because that will tell us what we're here to learn. So there's something around time, progress, and a need to look at your core truths to rebuild your foundations. So what's coming up for, that's an opportunity for Taurus in the month of March. So we have the King of Pentacles. We're sitting in your energy. But this is also Virgo energy as well. The King has it all worked out. The King has the maturity, has the strength, has the stability to have everything that they need. And this is very much an energy, I think, that you want to channel. Or if you get that inner clarity, if you start to move forward in time, that's where you're going to get to. For some, it could be this entrepreneurial energy around moving into their own business. Some of you may start your own businesses. Some may start new jobs as well. What's the challenge there? The Five of Wands. Obstacles and challenges are literally challenging you. But this is, again, a show of strength. And again, being fooled around what is a show of strength. You know, this Five of Wands is arm wrestling. There's got to be a winner. There's got to be a loser. This competitive energy, very much in this deck, in the Wheel of the Year Tarot, brings forward this competitive energy and a consequence if you don't win. That's what's challenging you. You're literally shooting your own self in the foot in thinking that there has to be a winner. And if there's a winner, there's a loser. No. Everyone's a winner. Everyone can be in that King of Pentacles energy, because that's what the King does. The King knows that this is an illusion. The King knows that they are all powerful. So again, living in your own reality is a key message for you, Taurus, this month. Now we've got a lot of healing coming up here with the Star card. Replenishment of the emotions. It's like a dry ground being watered. It's like rain after drought. It's your emotions that will begin, or have the, how do you rebuild the foundations? It's around those emotions here, strengthening, balancing, healing from whatever has taken away from you, whatever has shifted your focus into other people's reality, whatever has shifted your focus away from yourself. Now in the past we've got the Nine of Wands, so putting up barriers, again, putting up barriers can be a gift. It's around saying no. But again, when does saying no turn into stubbornness? When does saying no start to thwart ourselves? So go back to your own reality, your inner reality, and look at your inner reality and get what you need there. Because I feel that is the way forward. The Nine of Swords talks about anxiety, the potential for anxiety. Sometimes we say no because we're anxious. Sometimes we say no because we've lost in the past. But we're not rising above all of that. And that's the clear message of this reading today. In the near future is the Queen of Swords. She's rather a cold queen. She's like the ice queen. And again, getting in touch with the emotions is what's going to heal you. Using your own voice, speaking your own emotions, not shutting off your emotions. The Ten of Swords in the here and now. Yeah, clearly something has to change for you, Taurus. Clearly something has to change. And it will, because the Ten of Swords is all about the ending of a cycle. It's like you can't go any lower. There's only one way to go, and that is up. The Seven of Swords. So this can be in the atmosphere around. This can be, it can be deception. But it can also be deceiving yourself as well. So again, going back to your inner reality is important here. That's the way out of this. Not listening to other people, listening to yourself, deciding for yourself, but also understanding not everybody is there to deceive. Not everybody is there to deceive. You could have been deceived in the past. Somebody could have deceived you. That could be why you're resisting all of this, because you feel like you're being deceived again. The Emperor card is in the hopes and fears. You feel you're going to lose control because you're not behind the steering wheel. Is that an actuality? The Empress card, abundance, generating your own abundance is the outcome of this card. It's clarified by reunification and celebration. So you're going to make a decision in March about moving forward. And the Three of Cups, there's going to be celebrations here, which is wonderful. You're going to decide to focus on your inner reality. You're going to decide that you've gone as low as you can go, and you're going to decide to trust again. What's the basis of this reading? Queen of Cups, Cancerian, feeling water energy. The Two of Swords, being at a crossroads. And the Seven of Wands, feeling like you have to defend yourself all the time. From what? From the Tower. Breaking down structures, having to rebuild again. This is quite a deep reading, Taurus, so I have to just go with the cards. But I want to remind you that you work it out in March because you've got these beautiful cards. You've got abundance, generating new abundance coming in with the Empress card. You've got the Four of Wands going back to reunification. These are happy children at play here. And we've got the Three of Cups. Again, more celebrations, newness coming through. So I feel you're going to work it out in March, Taurus. And I think there's opportunities that are going to come your way that you can look forward to. It's not always about the challenges and the issues. As I said earlier in this reading, sometimes it's about the opportunities that are right there in front of you. Thank you for tuning in.